Hi, it's Dr. Jenny and Dr. Daniel at Spinal Corrective Center in Amherst, New Hampshire. And I'm going to talk about a problem we all know that we have, but yet we tend to not even care anymore because it's just so pervasive. Sitting. You know, you'll hear the phrase, sitting is the new smoking, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to reach a threshold where it's not okay anymore to sit as much as we do, because people are already like buying stand-up desks and finding ways to move more. But I think we need to break it down and talk about it, because the problems that come from sitting, people know they have, and I don't think they can fully even appreciate where it came from.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what's obvious. You know, people will come in with neck pain, right? They'll say, oh, my neck hurts, I'm stressed, I have tension in my shoulders, and they know it's from being forward. You know, the shoulders will round forward. We know that the discs in the neck compress, and we know long term it accumulates. So you can do it maybe in your 20s into your 30s, and by your late 30s and 40s, now you have a problem, right? So that's like our average client. Like that's what we do all day long, is we help people with that problem. But what else? I mean, the lower body stress from sitting is just as pervasive, right?
Yeah.
You know, we'll have people come in with really tight hip flexors. So you think about it, you bend at the waist and you're contracting the front of your leg. So at the same time, your abs muscles aren't engaged, so you're getting weak abs. Your glute muscles are actually getting very weak. So like this flabby behind, like, yeah, that comes from too much sitting. And then we have this like really strong, like tight contracted hip flexor.
Which pulls your spine out of alignment even more.
It does. So we're seeing problems with like the tailbone and with the low back. So that's really common. But then there's another level to this. So you were just mentioning the other day about how movement pumps blood to the brain. So talk about that.
So when you move, it acts as a pump. You get oxygen to the brain, you get nutrients to the brain, and it removes toxins so that you can think better when you are moving.
Yeah, it's almost like people who come in and been sitting all day, like they don't have blood flow to the brain. Like it's just gone. But then there's also blood flow to the organs.
Yes.
You know, we literally will have less blood flow to these critical organs, including digestion, with less movement. There's even an overproduction of insulin. So we see a lot of people with insulin problems. That's due to inactivity as well. And then obviously weight gain.
Of course.
You know, and then if we move even lower, there's a problem with less circulation to the legs. So interesting. I'll often ask my patients to just take off their shoes, and they'll say, oh, why? I don't want to do that. But it's because I find people's feet get locked up. The feet stop moving. The color can change. They literally will have, like, you know, bunions and different problems in the feet because the feet get immobile. So this inflexibility that we create by not moving will happen to the feet. So we have to work on getting the feet moving again too, because swollen ankles, varicose veins, problem with circulation in the legs, it's from too much sitting.
This really does sound like a downward spiral, honestly.
Yes.
It sounds like if you sit too much, then you're going to feel, you know, sluggish and stiffer, and then when time does come to move, you're not going to want to. So what are you going to do? You're going to sit more, which makes you more sluggish and more stiff, and just a really big problem.
I think chiropractic's a good way to break that cycle. Because if you think about it, the adjustment's like exercise for the spine. We get motion at the individual levels of the spine. So people will say, oh, I feel more free, I feel more open, and then they want to
move more
and exercise.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good reason to get chiropractic care if you sit a lot.
Of course.
Be well, everybody.